Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. I'm back at it. I have the kitchen to clean. I hope you like the cake. I have friends coming over today. I'm hosting most every year on the 26th. I host my friends over for the holidays. So this year I'm a little bit ahead in that I cleaned the house yesterday. So everything is clean, second floor entirely clean, first floor entirely clean except the kitchen. And I already made the cake. So we're going to talk about hosting. I'm going to show you what the house looks like right now. I did, if you're not on Instagram, you don't know, but I did scale down the centerpiece because we're going to be 6 at the table. And it was just a bit too much, okay? I have a tablecloth on. I'm probably going to switch. Everything is the same here. I didn't turn on the a candle yet. I will when they come in. I just have a bunch of stuff over there that I need to clean out. But otherwise, the living room is all done. Everything was dusted and vacuumed and mopped yesterday. I'm probably going to remop. I'll turn on the top part of the mantle later on. I just don't want to do it now because I don't want the batteries to fade while they're here. I did pull out my Christmas quilt, by the way, just in case you're wondering. But here's the living room, and we're ready to host. So let me talk about hosting a little bit, and then I'll get started. But first, coffee. All right, hosting. You got to know who you're hosting. Some people like fancy, some people like simple, okay? If you have a mix, you just kind of like find an in-between. All right, not over the top, but not too simple either. My friends are not looking for over-the-top stuff. They like simple, they eat simple. She's vegetarian, he's not, but I don't have any meat on the menu today. I just have like a quiche, but I'll tell you in a second what I'm serving. So they don't like a lot of hoopla, okay? So I gotta tone it down, which is very difficult for me, but I can manage, okay? It's just a regular meal. We're not gonna do anything crazy. So what am I serving? I have a quiche, store-bought. She won't mind. And I have some spanakopita that I'm going to put in the oven. They're like little Greek spinach turnovers, whatever you want to call them, with the phyllo or phyllo dough. Those are always a hit. I'm going to make a salad. I have some coleslaw. And I'm thinking, oh, and I'm making mac and cheese. My mac and cheese with the crackers on top of it. If anybody wants some meat, I have smoked turkey. I have some pumpernickel bread. I have some cheddar. I have some different types of mayonnaise, so you can make yourself a quick sandwich if you want. And I have the cake. And that is plenty, because they're probably going to bring some pastries as well. And I have chocolate, coffee, tea. That's enough. I don't need to like do something extraordinary. I'm not out to impress friends with some elaborate dishes and elaborate table and all of that stuff. We know each other for almost a decade now. We're not at that stage. So you got to know your audience, right? The one thing that I will insist is having the table set nicely. And I don't serve things in the original containers. So if I have the coleslaw, for instance, comes in a big tub, I'm not going to put the tub on the table. I'm going to put that in a bowl. Same thing with the quiche. I'll put it on a nice platter. Salad in a nice bowl. You know, there's a lot you can do to make things look nice and feel nice without breaking yourself out of shape. And today, I'm in the mood of not breaking myself out of shape because I am tired. Like everybody else, post-holidays, between the poor eating, which there was a lot of, and the running back and forth and setting this up and cleaning that and decorating and all of that. It was a lot of work. And we kind of like, after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year, we kind of like all ran out of steam. So I'm not going to go crazy, nor does she expect me to go crazy. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to start with setting up the table really quick. Probably change the tablecloth or put another one on top of this one, because this one needs to be ironed and I ain't got the mood for it. So I'm just going to put a tablecloth over this one. I got to think about what I'm going to put out. Probably my red tablecloth, because that's an easy one that never requires ironing. So yeah, I'm keeping it simple. China, I think I'm going to pull out the Nun's China, because it's red and it's got some red in it. It will go well with placemats. These placemats right here. I got to play around with what I have. We'll see. But that's what I'm going to do first, is set up the table. So let's get started. That's it. That's a properly set luncheon table. No hoopla. Well, to me, there's no hoopla. It's just, you know, place setting and one glass, because we don't drink alcohol apparently. Even at Christmas, we didn't have any. I had water in the large goblet and apple juice in the wine glasses. But that's the table. All right, so I gotta boil some water and start on my mac and cheese. Alright, so making the mac and cheese. You guys have seen me make my mac and cheese a million times. Butter, lots of cheese. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. And a little bit of nutmeg. Lots of pepper. Put a little bit more. Okay. And cream. That's done. After that, cheese. So I'm doing a mix of Parmesan and a lot of cheddar. Next is minced garlic. Put it in a dish, add cheese on top of it, Ritz crackers on top of it, and when everything is ready to go in the oven, then I'll put everything in the oven, like 30 minutes before we're ready to eat. So it is 12:30. They do at 1 o'clock. I'm going to put my mac and cheese in there. Then I have spanakopita. And lastly is the quiche. And that stays in here at 350 for half an hour. That gives me 30 minutes to finish cleaning up the kitchen, and I'm done. And when I say clean the kitchen, alright, this is not Turkey Hill, Martha Stewart's estate. Your family and your friends understand that when you cook, there's gonna be splatter. Don't go and kill yourself, bend yourself out of shape, trying to make it look like you never cooked in this kitchen and the food just magically appeared, okay? Everybody has stuff in the kitchen, crumbs, whatever, after they cook. If you don't have time to clean, you don't have time to clean. Trust me. Nobody's going home in their car saying like, oh my God, did you see how she didn't clean the top of the stove? How could she host like this? No one, okay? And if your friends are like that, well, maybe you need to reconsider whether or not they're your friends. Because I sure don't judge my friends by the state of the kitchen after they've pulled themselves into hosting me, and clearly I've spent hours doing so. Well, you're looking at the aftermath. Got some cleaning to do. The food was delicious. Provided my friend with a couple of containers, but we got all of this to clean now, and this is what we got left. The cake was really, really good. As expected, the fruits didn't go all the way. I mean, they kind of gathered at the bottom, but that's the recipe I will keep. We have plenty of food left over for dinner tonight, and that would be it. Pastries. Anyway, all right, let me say goodbye. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time cleaning up everything, putting everything in the dishwasher, dishes by hand, and then putting the food away. I don't have to cook for tonight, and we had a good time. You had a good time?
Yeah.
It was a good conversation. They don't stay too long, like maybe 3 hours or so. It's past 4 o'clock because she's got to go home and take care of all of her animals. She's got a lot of cats and a dog. You know, they're on the schedule or whatever. And they don't like to drive at night, which I don't blame them because I hate it too. But it was a good time, and I hope you enjoyed watching me, you know, putting a little hosting together. Again, you don't have to go crazy and do something extravagant. You know, when you're with friends, just pull something together and everybody's gonna be okay. I will see you in the next video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe right here in the corner. And I think I did the same video last year, right? Well, pretty much do the same thing on the 26th hour year. So you get an idea what's going on, and the few times that I do get to socialize and don't really talk about. It happens behind the scenes. Sometimes I share, sometimes I don't. I will see you in the next one. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow, maybe on Friday. I'll talk to you later. Bye!